Making a video game series to last is hard. The games have to have an impact on players to make them enjoyable, while at the same time giving new players a comfortable way to get into the series. Many classics are known to keep their franchises relevant to the modern day, such as Super Mario Bros. And Final Fantasy. My personal favorite, Legend of Zelda. Yeah, this is the one that has the videos now. Of course, Breath of the Wild is the game that most Zelda fans love and new people of the series knows of. And it truly is a good game. But beyond that, it's a game series that has been going on since the days of the NES, where all of the games between the first Zelda game and Breath of the Wild are all enjoyable, where none of the games feel like they don't exist just to make plotlines between games or to exploit the fans' love for the series. When the first game came out, it was very different compared to other adventure games with a large world, easy to understand gameplay, and cryptic puzzles that require you to look up a guide to understand a little bit of what to do. Yeah, this was before the internet. Then A Link to the Past came out for the Super Nintendo, which was like the first game but with more to it, with advanced puzzles and memorable characters. That's the one that I actually have yet to play. But I know that much about it at least. And then Zelda became 3D with Ocarina of Time. This was the Breath of the Wild of its time, although it was a mixed feeling between fans. Some enjoyed it and some wished to go back to the 2D Zelda. But Ocarina of Time was what fans would always refer to before Breath of the Wild when referring to Zelda games in general. It had characters that never felt bland, and a world that breathes imagination and creativity. The very first dungeon is a talking tree who is withering on the inside. And as you go inside, you see the interior and see all of the cobwebs and hostile life infecting the Deku Tree, as a haunting melody plays to remind you that the importance of the place that you were in. This just shows how well Zelda creates its atmosphere, and how it continues to do it through many of these new installments. Even in Breath of the Wild it does it. It creates ways to bring these environments to life in a way that gets the player immersed into the game. One of the examples that I can think of where Zelda immerses the player is in Wind Waker, when you finally get your own boat and you're allowed to sail the open sea any way you please. It really is a step above being secluded on an island in the beginning of the game versus finally seeing how big the world is in comparison to that island. Of course, today other adventure games like Skyrim and Final Fantasy also have their way of immersing the player into their games to make them feel like they're on an adventure. However, what sets Zelda apart from those games is its simplicity. Yes, the Zelda series has many complex ideas, but those ideas, no matter how complex they can be, revolve around a simple formula. Give the player a world to explore, and make them explore a world further with the items they obtain. This way, no element is left out or feels unnecessary. This simplicity is what makes the series stand out from other fantasy adventure games, and it keeps the formula to this day, even in Breath of the Wild. Because in Breath of the Wild, you have items that you get right from the get-go, and that's all you need to explore the world. You're given everything that you need right from the beginning, and it's just a matter of, you know, getting whatever weapon you see fit, and then going to Ganon at the very end. This series wins the title of classic, and it will continue to be a classic series to this day. It is evident that the legend will live on.